Hey everyone, welcome back to the lab. In this video, we're going to be talking about simple scalable systems in the game of Kenshi. And the system we'll be building here is an early game money farm that you can set up relatively quickly in your playthrough and get you set up for the rest of the game. So a little bit about this money farm, we're going to be doing it in the hub, which is your starting city if you just pick the default Wanderer start settings, which is the recommended way to play on the first few playthroughs. This requires the minimum amount of like research and buildings and stuff, so hopefully you can get this automation up and running and get gold or cats flowing as fast as possible. It doesn't need that many companions to actually get up to speed, and it's also pretty easy to keep running semi-indefinitely with pretty minimal like input from you as the player. I run a few tests on this and I get about 4,000 cats per game day when running this. Now your mileage may vary, of course, because it really depends on a lot of different stats, but that's kind of the high level. So here we are in the hub, so you can see that, you know, this actually is the city that I'm in. Actually, the first thing I'm going to show you is basically how this runs from a high level. So you can see I have 3 companions over here pretty early in the game. Here's the hub right here, and I basically have them on a job to mine ore from this outcropping. What they're going to do is just keep doing that. They're going to transport it here when they have enough into my house, and I'll show you what's in the house in a second. And then when I have enough ore, I'm just going across the street over to the bar here and selling it. And this is what's making the 4,000 cat per day. Now there's a few things that are required to make this mostly automated, and I'm going to show you that when this little character comes back with the load. And if I look in their inventory, you can see that there's 5 ore in here, and that's when they know to come back. All right, so I'm going to pause this, remove their job so that we can control them, and I'm going to move them into the house so we can kind of see what it looks like. So I've got a few things here that you're going to need. The first is the ore storage, and so I guess this means you're going to have to, you know, buy the house so that you actually have a place to build things within the city. We do want to build within the city because, you know, there's raids in Kenshi, and so if you build your own outpost too early, the raids are just going to destroy your stuff. You don't want that. This city comes with built-in guards because there's a bar here and some other people that will, you know, attack any people that come in that are trying to destroy stuff. So you definitely want it in the city, and so you buy one of these houses, you have to fix it up. It'll take a little bit of time for you. Once you do, you can start doing a few things. So the first thing you need is basically this research terminal, and then the first thing you need to research is storage. And the reason you need storage is because this is what unlocks automation for a lot of your characters. If you have a specific form of storage, they'll know that, hey, you want me to fill that thing up, or I'm able to go grab stuff from it to do other things. And so then the specific storages you'll need are, one, the ore storage, because this is what allows the characters to auto haul from here to the storage. And so you want that so that you can kind of keep this as more of a passive thing, so that they can fill this up. Max capacity is 100, but in my experience, that takes 1 or 2 game days to fully fill. The next thing you'll want is some input. So, you know, your people need food to keep healthy. And so if you have a food storage and you put food in here, then it allows the characters to come and grab food when they need it. And this is going to more automate the thing, so you don't have to keep checking in on your characters and seeing if they have food. You can just check this one place and make sure that it's stocked up, and it should be good for like several days. All right, and so hopefully that makes it clear how these people can keep like mining and getting the stuff into this storage chest. And now I'm just going to show you real quick what it looks like to actually turn this into money. So because we're in a city, we do have you know, the default merchant over here in the bar, and so we can actually just walk over here, talk to the barman, and sell all of these. Now, because we're selling so much, you know, we're not going to get the best prices on it, but it looks like there's actually a price floor of around 66 per ore. And I basically calculated that for my guys, they will mine about 60 ore in 1 game day, and you know, this depends on what their stats are and stuff, but that comes out to about 4,000 gold per day, which is pretty good for early game and should get you enough money to like start buying companions and expanding your base a little bit. Now, as with anything in Kenshi, kind of like any random event can cause like all of your people to wipe. So, you know, after I sell a load of ore, usually if it's like, you know, 50, I'll keep going back and forth and selling, and then I like to just go ahead and save to make sure that I don't have to redo this portion. And then if I come back and I've like, you know, passively been playing and everyone's wiped, I'll probably just reload one of those games. Haven't really lost that much because most of it's passive, and then I'll just pay attention for whatever, you know, raid is about to happen and make sure that they survive that. And yeah, that's it. Little walkthrough of my early game automated mining operation here in Kenshi. This works really well for up to about 3 companions, and you know, probably want to expand after that, but seems like a pretty easy way to continuously mine money.